Look at your goofy ass. Look at your goofy ass. Why is Trey looking on his phone? I'm looking at my phone because I'm about to read you this Reddit post that further proves why you need to stay far the fuck away from post-wall women and women over 30. This is the Ask Women Over 30 in Reddit. I'm going to read this and you're going to see why you need to stay your ass away from post-wall women who ain't got shit to lose. Broke all the time and no savings. Your tips and advice how to become more financially literate in your mid-30s. The fact that you're in this situation in your mid-30s, what does this prove? This proves that everything I said, you have more loser women in the dating market than you have loser men. And these are the main women flooding the dating market who ain't got their shit together. Stay far away from them. I posted it also in the ADHD women thread, but since there is always so good advice in here, I wanted to throw that question in this subreddit too. I'm a female 33. I was recently laid off after 5 years of working at a job which I really loved and which paid pretty nicely. And what did I say? These women are going to get laid off. There's a layoff every month. Long story short, I haven't made any savings over the years, and I now realize my ADHD and unstable mental health might be partially responsible for that. I don't want to look for excuses, but find solutions I can apply in my daily life. I know I should save and spend less, especially now with my uncertain future, but it just doesn't happen. And here are the examples. What did I tell you? When women work these good jobs, they never save, they never put any money away, they live above their fucking means, and once they get laid off, this is their goofy ass. Ain't got nothing saved. Women coming to you telling you that you need to have your shit together when these women never have their shit together. They talk about, I want a provider male. I want a man to pay my bills. No shit, you want a man to pay your bills. You ain't got no money. You overspend. You're not good with your money. You are a liability. You're looking for Superman. And you got to stay away from these women. This is why I tell you, stay away from post-wall women. Any woman over 30, stay far away from them. Unless they got their shit together and they do what you tell them to do. If not, kick them to the curb. I forget to cook and I'm suddenly starving. I order food. I feel too anxious and it's hard to leave the house. Literally 2 minutes away from my home, I order groceries. I constantly forget canceling subscriptions. I have many avoidable expenses. So this person has ADHD. She's probably on medication and she probably has a lot of issues. She's probably diagnosed with more than ADHD. You have more women over 30 who are on antidepressants as well. A lot of these women are not stable like they claim to be. I'm always extremely late due to social anxiety. And to be honest, I always drag the going out to the very last possible moment or beyond that. Taking an Uber instead of going by public transport. I feel drained by reality, exhausted and tired. I treat myself with whatever is there, like a massage, something sweet, again, food delivery. I feel stressed about money again. I order food to get a spike of dopamine and feel a little bit better in the moment. I lose things. I lost the key to the workspace I was renting. I need to pay for it. I feel like I don't even buy things per se that much, but I constantly end up in an endless flow of spending. Most women today have a spending problem. That's why they are broke. They waste money on designer bags, trips they can't afford. I'm all for traveling, but you have women paying for trips they cannot afford. Wasting money on designer bags, makeup, weave, hair, all that crap. I don't care how much money a woman makes. I don't care if she makes over 6 figures. I'm worried about how she manages her money. If she makes way over 6 figures and she's living paycheck to paycheck, struggling, that woman is a liability. She'll never be an asset to anybody's life. And she has the nerve to be so picky in the dating market when she's a fucking liability. Stay far away from these women. So I feel like I don't even buy things per se that much, but I constantly end up in this endless flow of spending. My mental state is so unregulated that I need to pay for any sense of comfort all the time just to survive and keep myself sane. On top of that, I have so many negative thoughts about my lack of responsibility, my age versus my financial wealth, which is non-existent, and also feel somewhat doom about the economy today and my ability to ever feel safe. That leaves me so unmotivated to save and even try. The whole cycle begins. Why the hell wouldn't you be motivated to be financially stable and comfortable? Again, her goofy ass is gonna get back into the dating market and look for Mr. Superman. Ask these important questions when you go on a date with a woman. These women want to ask how much you make, what do you do for a living? Ask, what is your credit score? Do you have any money in savings? Do you have 3 to 4 months saved up of money? If you were ever to get laid off, can you pay your rent? How do you like to manage your money? Do you invest? Like, ask these important questions. Is she good with money? That's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to save you a lot of time. Do you have any tools, methods that help you get a hold of your finances? My only good one is that I send savings to another bank account to which I don't even have a card, so I can't spend it, and my brain kind of forgets about this money if it doesn't see it. But then again, I spend the other money so easily. At some point, I need to bite into my slim savings. I also somehow need to be motivated to save because if there is no immediate aim or motivation in front of my eyes, I can't force myself to do anything. For instance, I don't think I will ever be able to own a house. So if I can't afford a basic life stability, which is I know is not basic in this economy anymore, in our generation generally struggles with it, why even try? Any advice or ways to improve my situation and not feel like an irresponsible kid all the time? I'm never going to read the comments because I saw it and the women were just coddling her, kissing her ass. This woman is 33 fucking years old and she's a fucking loser. She's a loser. I don't give a damn if she got ADHD. You got a lot of men out here who got ADHD and can hold a job. They get laid off, they're going to find another job because, man, we have to get it out the mud. We have to always be strong 24/7. When you're dating, if you want to date a post-war woman, I advise not to. But if you do, be prepared to know that she's on antidepressants. She's at the last stages of trying to find somebody when she's over 30. She did not manage her money well throughout her entire 20s. She didn't pay on her student loans. She's in debt and she's looking for help. Why would you put yourself in that position when you've done the work on yourself? You worked so hard. You've were focused on you. Your money's sitting right. You're at peace. Why would you allow this liability to come into your life? Why? The pussy is not that good for you to allow this liability into your life. You're allowing a woman who has a high-ass body count for sure, in debt. She's basically useless to you. She's useless. Why would you allow this into your life? There's so many women who are like her, who are broke, just ain't got no direction. And they think that if they get married, they can just relax for a bit. Put all the pressure on this dude to take care of everything, which isn't fair because the way the economy is, two people need to work. Y'all need to work together. Ain't no sitting on your ass and not doing nothing. This woman has ADHD. That's what she's telling Reddit. I'm pretty sure she's on antidepressants and other medication as well. So a woman who's on all this damn medication, you trust her? You trust this woman to take care of the house if you were to give her a soft girl life and you pay for everything? Women like her, no, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. You got so many women in her position right now who just got laid off and they're confused. Like she said, I worked at a job a very long time. She put her career above everything. She didn't prioritize dating and trying to find someone to build a life with. And all these women it's hitting them now that they got laid off and they're all alone. That's why they're flooding the fucking dating app. I tell you, if you're on the dating, listen, I tell you to hold the line, hold the line. But if you are on the dating app, please, that should be bare minimum. You should have a job. But if a woman is on the dating app right now, her ass is unemployed, she trying to date somebody, no. You stay far away from unemployed women because they wouldn't show you that same grace. They would look at you as a loser. But these broke women are on the dating apps looking for help. When a woman is over 30, write this down or just always remember, when a woman is over 30, she's not looking for love. She's looking for help. Her bills are piling up. She did it all by herself throughout her 20s, all this fun fucking all through her 20s by herself. She's in her 30s right now. She's tired of paying for everything on her own. She needs help. Now you gonna pay all the bills. You paying the bills for a woman who's on her fucking decline? Why would you do that? Pump and dump. Don't spend no money. I have a rule. I don't spend money on women over 30. I will not. No. I don't give a damn if it's coffee. I don't give a damn if she asks me for 50 cents. No. You need to be firm on what you spend your money on. Put your foot down as a man. Post-war women like this who are just a fucking shit show, a liability. Do not waste your time with them because you are better than this. These women are beneath you. They're not on your level. They're beneath you. Don't give a chance to these women who are post-war. This is the shit they're going through. You really want to save these women? A lot of women are in this position right now who just got laid off. Meta, Facebook, where they laid off 8,000 people. And this other guy who's a economy expert, he said there's going to be more mass layoffs in the months coming. He said the job market is never going to be the same. Due to AI, they're shipping jobs overseas. Why would I pay you a high six-figure jobs when we could just lay you off? I'm a CEO. I'm keeping more money in my pocket. We can ship the jobs overseas, pay these guys in India for cheap instead of paying you people over 100K. No. As a CEO, I'm going to try to keep more money in my pocket. And these women, these people are fucking retarded thinking that these companies owe them any loyalty. That's not how business works. The CEOs, the people, they're going to take care of themselves. They're going to take care of themselves, not your goofy ass. You're a worker. It don't matter. You made this company millions of dollars. It don't matter. These people don't give a shit. The people who are at the top, that's what matters. They are always going to look out for themselves. I don't feel sorry for people. I hate to break it to you. I just don't feel sorry for these women who've gotten laid off. I don't. Because you were talking shit for so long. Talking so much shit about men. Being so masculine. Running your fucking mouth. Men are just, a lot of men are lazy. They're not working. Women work harder than men. I can't find a guy who's on my level not knowing this day was going to come when they lay off your goofy ass. And I bet they're not saying that shit right now. I'm pretty sure they may not say it right now on the internet, but I'm pretty sure all these layoffs have humbled these goofy ass women who are working a high six-figure job. You got that one woman I did a video who was working for the company Oracle. She was making $200K a year in Texas. I doubt she's going to find another high paying job like that had those benefits too. 200K? 200K a year. You think that's going to be easy to find another job? And what did she say in that video? She said she doesn't even know if she can even afford her. She does not even know if she can afford her mortgage. I'm never impressed when I see it because, they're pushing this in the media. There's more women buying more homes than men. And a lot of these women are struggling to pay their mortgage. HOA fees. HOA is a bitch. Something breaks in that house, they gotta pay that, and they don't even got it. And AC breaks, that's 10 grand. People buying homes, not even doing their fucking research. They move into a home, the roof is all messed up. You know how much that roof is gonna cost to get that fixed? That they don't got because you have these dumbass people moved into a home they can barely afford. They're in debt. That doesn't impress me. That's never impressed me hearing, oh, women are buying more homes than men. Okay. But I'm pretty sure they're struggling to pay the mortgage. If you meet a woman, she has her own house and you dealing with this bitch and she wants you to move in with her and she's going to ask you, can you at least pay half of the mortgage? Do not do that. There's some goofy ass women who are doing that. I wish more people would be talking about that now. There are women who live in these homes and niggas that they're dating, they're asking this nigga to move into the house with them to help them pay the mortgage. And this guy did a video not too long ago. I don't know who deleted it, but this guy moved into his woman's house. He helped her pay the mortgage off. They got in an argument. He got kicked out. There's nothing they can do because his name was not on that house. Why would you help a woman pay a house? Your name is not on it. Stop doing this. You got to stop. Get out this mindset, please, of women telling you straight up, I would never do that to you. I would never move into a woman's house. Don't believe that shit. You have women lying to you, talking about, I would never kick you out. I would not do that. You are my man. Takes you one argument from getting kicked out and looking like homeless Joe. Don't do it. So let's watch this video.
I've been single for over a decade, and I'm currently living back at home. Yeah, life didn't turn out the way that I had planned. I left a career that I initially really loved but completely burnt me out. And I was already 35, so it was...
All these women who put their career above everything, yeah, they're dealing with burnout now. They believe the hype, they believe they can do everything by themselves, and that is not true. A woman, women are not built to be working forever like men do. They believe this feminism bullshit thing. I can do it all by myself. A lot of these women are burnt out. When they get old as fuck, it starts to hit them. I wish I had somebody. Old ass women just realizing this at their old ass age. But would you deal with this? 35 plus, no job, living back home with her mama?
Scary. I'm rebuilding my life. I'm starting a new career, and I'm trying to find love. If I'm honest...
What did I say? I didn't even watch this video. I didn't even watch it yet. It's my first time watching it. So many unemployed women are looking for love. Stop. This is not the time. Get a job. Move out of your parents' house. You're 35. She says, I'm 35 plus. So you 37? Are you 35 or I'm 35 plus? Are you 37, 30? How old are you? But you're looking for love and you're broke. And if a man was doing this, if he was in your position, 35 plus man, moved back home with his mama, ain't got no job, he's looking for love, they would look at him like he's crazy. But women get a pass. When they're unemployed and broke looking for love, they get a pass. What? You get a pass now. Looking for love and you don't got your shit together. You are a fucking liability. She reminds me of the girl I was banging last year, Puerto Rican chick, 34 years old, living in her parents' basement in the Bronx. Spanish chick, 34, Puerto Rican, 34, living in her parents' basement, and she was a lawyer. But she says, I don't make that much as a lawyer. I just handle paperwork. And she owes $300,000 in student loans. And she admitted she maxes out her credit cards when she takes trips. She says even though she's in debt, and that's not going to stop her from traveling. Okay. And when I stopped fucking with her, because our situation, we were just having sex, that's it. She'll come over, get dropped off, bang her out, she'll go back home. I felt like her mom would drop her off at my crib to get banged out. A mom dropping her 34-year-old daughter at a man's house to get banged out. I don't know if that's a Bronx thing. I don't know. She lives in her parents' basement. You know what's funny? When we ended it, I stopped fucking with her. I saw her back on the dating app. And do you know what she said in her bio? I'm looking for a provider. I'm looking for a man who makes 6 figures. I don't have time to waste. The nerve of her. I didn't have to take this woman on no dates. She came over to my crib to get banged out. But she's on the dating app saying, I'm looking for a provider. I'm looking for a man who makes over 6 figures. I do not have time to waste. This is why I'm telling you, you stay far away from 30 plus women. It's a liability. Nothing good is going to come out of it.
Sometimes I feel really behind, and there are moments where I even feel like a complete failure. I have these thoughts like,
You are. Because you would think the same if a man was in this position. You are. But people are kissing her ass. People are kissing her ass because it's TikTok.
I should have already figured this out by now. I should have the relationship, I should have the family, I should have the career success. And I follow Jesus. So I'm trying to trust him.
That's where they go to when they're at rock bottom. Jesus.
In the waiting, in the dating, in the starting over of it all. But that doesn't mean that it's easy. In fact, sometimes it gets really hard to carry. But I'm learning that just because my life doesn't look the way that I thought that it would, and it's taking longer than I wish it would, doesn't mean that I'm doing it wrong, and it doesn't mean that things are never going to change. I'm sharing this because I know that I'm not the only one. Can anybody else relate to this? You missed your opportunity, your window, it's closed, it's too late because you were doing XYZ. If you're a Christian who's over 35 and has experienced a long-term singleness.
And these are the people who are at these dumbass singles events as well. Women like her. 30 plus, living at home with mommy, ain't got no damn job, but you putting all your time and energy into dating when you should be looking for employment. You should not be dating. You're not qualified to date. You don't have nothing. You don't got nothing. This annoys me when broke women do this shit because they talk so much shit about men being broke. You're unemployed. You ain't got no damn job. And you're trying to date. This woman is a loser. What I said, there's more loser women in the dating market than there are loser men. I wish I would deal with an unemployed bitch. Are you kidding me? You're basically useless. You're useless. I would have more respect for her if she was doing Uber while she's looking for a job. If she was doing Uber or she worked for a taxi company, something. Instead of sitting on your ass trying to date seriously now. That you're 35, you put your career above everything. Now she put her career above everything in her 20s. And now she's burnt out and she don't like it anymore. All that shit, all that boss girl shit was for nothing. All that boss girl shit. I can do it on my own. I'm a career and you're burnt out. That's the majority of these women today, burnt out. But you put your career above everything. Now you expect a man to save you because she's not going to want to get with an unemployed man. He's going to have some money too. Because she ain't got shit. You stay far away from these women, man. I'm telling you.
I'm sure you've heard this more than once. In my experience, because I decided to get a master's degree or move abroad or move from different states, all of a sudden I am responsible. It's my fault because I wasn't intentionally dating in my early to mid 20s and I wasn't looking for the person. Instead, I was out having adventures, healing and growing
I was not intentionally dating. I was out having adventures, meaning I was fun fucking throughout my entire 20s. Arching that back for Ricky Tan, Tito, Jesus, Chad, Tyrone, Bumlacop Bubba, Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve was a scuba diver instructor that I let him. She was banging Scuba Steve on his boat because she was getting free lessons. All this screwing she was doing. What got her nothing. When she said I was having adventures, keyword fun fucking. Just being loose with the coochie. But this is what they do. This is what did I tell you? Women post-war have a high-ass body count. Expect you to treat them like a princess. They want you to be a gentleman. Scuba Steve wasn't being a gentleman when he was fucking you in his scuba outfit. Ricky Tan didn't give a shit. He was banging you out. Jose was fucking you with his Timberland boots on, with his fitted New York hat. He wasn't a gentleman. Chad Tyrone, they had you face down, ass up in the bed. They weren't being a gentleman. But she's going to look for a simp now. A nice guy that she would never give the time of day to. But she's at her old age, living at mama and daddy's house right now. She is going to look for a simp. And she's going to have this nigga pay for everything. This happens all the time because there's so many damn simps out there who do not. They ignore all this knowledge out online of men trying to tell them this ain't a good deal. But there's a simp out there. And I'm guarantee you a simp's going to save her goofy ass. I guarantee you they will.
Relationship with the Lord, building community, learning about myself. Somehow I miss the person. I believed that for a time, I'm not gonna lie, and it made me really hopeless. But I came to a realization at one point that if I believe God to be in control and sovereign over all things, that I couldn't also believe that somehow I was gonna get in the way of his plans for my life. Somehow I was gonna do something to thwart God's plans, that if he really wanted me to be married when I was 25, 28.
Sweetheart, marriage is not in the cards for you. It's not. It's not. Dating, shout out to Coach Greg Adams. He said this and I agree with him. Dating is a young person's game. Dating is for young people. It's not for 30 plus people. It's not. If you haven't found no one by 30, dating is a young people thing. You're 30 plus, your main focus should be stability and getting the fuck out of your parents' house. You regress into an immature mindset when you're an old ass woman moving back into mommy and daddy. And I guarantee you, she ain't gonna move out. She'll stay there. Women do this thing because women told me this shit. A lot of women, it was like clockwork. They said, yeah, they live at home with their parents. These are like 29, 30, 32. Because I'm traditional. I'm waiting until I get married to move out. Ain't nobody gonna marry your goofy ass. So basically, you're gonna be still living at your mama's house in your 40s, 50s. A goddamn liability. This ain't a good deal, man. It's not.
30 years old, but I was out here doing my own thing. Somehow I was gonna miss what he intended to do. Now, don't get me wrong. We do have free will, and sometimes our free will leads us to consequences which might put us off track or delay God's plan for our life. But if you, like me, have been prayerfully led and seeking the Lord in all things and listening to his guidance, and this is where he's brought you, or that place is where he took you, then you don't have to fear and worry that somehow you're missing out on God's best for your life. So stop listening to naysayers, be encouraged, continue to trust the Lord for your future spouse.
Continue to trust the Lord for your future spouse. That's not how religion works. God's not going to give you a man. I think that's why the church makes so money off of these dumb, desperate women, because these women pay their tithes and all that. They give money to the church every weekend, and they're just selling them a dream. Shit, I'll lie to their ass too if they're giving me all this money every Sunday. Yeah, even though you a hoe, even though you got a body count over 100 people, God's going to bless you with a man, even though you a hoe, you a liability. You're not qualified to be a wife, nor are you qualified to be a girlfriend. Yeah, just give me the money. You'll find a man. They always go to religion when they're at rock bottom. This woman was not prioritizing finding somebody. She waited until she was unemployed and moved back home with her parents to seriously date. How does that make sense? Because if this was a man, they would think he's a loser. And a lot of you guys, man, you guys are too nice to these women. It's okay to let them know that they are fucking losers. That is ridiculous. 30 plus living with your mommy. And I'm talking about the women. I'm talking these women because they talk so much shit saying they were independent. They're a boss girl. I would never take a woman. Well, this will never be me. I'll never deal with a woman over 30, period. But a lot of guys out there, there's a simp who's going to look past this and he's going to think he got a prize. Think of all the nasty things she was doing throughout her 20s when she was not prioritizing looking for someone. She was doing all this fun screwing. Imagine what the hell she was doing. Tito had his Timberland boots. He had her face down, ass up. He got his Timberland boots on, butt naked with a chain. He's power driving. Arch that back. Arch it. He's got the Timberland boots on the back of her head as he's getting deep in. He's giving her that thug passion. There's some Hennessy or whatever on the table. He's got his Timberland boots on the back of her head as he's giving her that Donkey Kong D. He just power driving her. And I guarantee you, she was sexually turned out in her 20s. All that fun screwing she was doing, yeah, somebody turned her out. And the simp that ends up settling with her, because there'll be a simp that she'll probably meet at the church or something. Watch them have a dead bedroom. And watch this, if she were to get married to a dumbass dude, yeah, she'll be with him for about a year or two, then divorce his ass, take him for all that he got. Because women are rewarded for divorcing their husbands. So she'll find his simp, divorce his goofy ass, take him for all that he got. And he don't got nobody to blame but himself. But this is why you don't deal with women post 30. This is why you stay away from post-wall women. They're looking for help and you are not there to save them, bro. Take off your cape. You're not Superman. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.